I'm gonna tell you something right now that the people with the most money in the world don't want you to know. They don't want the poor people to know. They don't want the hard working middle class, the backbone of this world, to know. They don't want the people that's broken to know. It's how to get rich right now. If you're ready to get rich right now, say I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on, say it with me. I'm ready. Put it in the comments. I'm ready. Because it's not only one thing to think it, but when you write it and see it, it becomes a whole nother being in your life. So let's talk about how to get rich right now. All right, y'all, I'm in my golden era. I'm in my love era, self-love era, love others era. That's why I got these golden roses. That's why I got the red roses right here. I'm just really in tune with love right now. I'm in tune with love. And I feel like being in tune with love has led me to much greater things, a better perspective, a better visual in what's around me and where I want to be. And I feel like that has allowed me to get rich. So that's what this is for. Yes, that's what these are for. Love. Yes. 50 Cent said, Curtis Jackson said, get rich or die trying. And that means a whole lot, you know, get rich or die trying. That means until I get there, I won't give up, right? That same individual is the one that brought us power. And without power, we will never be able to get to that point of being rich. It takes strength to be rich. It takes consistency to be rich. It takes you never allowing yourself to say no or receive no in order for you to get to where you're trying to be. I don't ever want to look back on my grave site, whenever that day may be, because every day is a blessing, y'all. Every day is a blessing. Now, with age and as we grow, it's become a little different because a lot of that stuff is not taking care of ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I want to talk about those things because those things have to take place before you actually become rich. Rich in the terms of having possessions. Because a lot of us are looking at possessions like that's where our richness is. The size of my house, how much my house costs, how much my car costs, how much my clothes cost. And I promise y'all this, I'm a cheap shopper. I just like making clothes look good. I think that's a form of richness. Me being able to block out what's around me and focus on what's in me is a form of richness. So when I speak of richness, I don't care how broke you are in the bank. This is an introduction to you becoming rich right now. Now, a lot of us are broke and broken, but in the sense of not being the individual who is able to reach their full potential. If you don't reach your full potential in life, I think that's a form of being broken. If you don't heal over the things that have been passed down to you, and a lot of us come from a shaky family tree. Sometimes when that tree gets shaken, fresh fruit's not falling out. Some are fresh and some are rotten. I want us to focus on how to get rich. It gotta start here. It has to start here. It has to start with your lineage, spiritually, how you handle things emotionally. 4 aspects of how we can get rich right now. All we gotta do is tap into those things. Let's tap into those 4 things. Let's tap in. Let's tap in to those 4 things right now. Say this with me right now. I am worthy. I am rich. I am ready to walk into my riches. I am ready to walk into my worthiness. I am ready to fulfill my value. When you're rich mentally, you take on a mindset of growth, self-awareness, and curiosity. Curiosity is beautiful because that's your creativity. That's you allowing your mind to expand and wander around your artistic self, your authentic self, your fearless self. I think a lot of times we don't work on our curiosities and creativity because we're in fear that somebody is going to tell us it's not good enough. Let me tell you this and say this with me. I am good enough. Everybody isn't going to say, I like you. Everybody isn't going to say, oh, great job. Oh, that's a masterpiece. But some will. And those are your people, and those are the people that you feed. You may not be able to feed every single person in the world. The world is a big place, but the people that you can put plates, creative plates, loving plates in front of, those are the people that you'll feed. So allow your mind to just go in places that will take away those fears, because that's going to allow you to expand and be the individual that you're meant to be. And that's going to give you that self-confidence. You know what? I got the confidence to explore my curiosities and creativity to be rich within myself. Nobody can take away what I feel about myself. Nobody can take my riches away. I don't care how many zeros it says in my savings account today. Nobody can take my riches away. Nobody. No matter how many deductions and people try to reduce who you are, they can't take your riches away. And as long as you're able to identify your riches and look it eye to eye and say, Creator, thank you for allowing me to acknowledge my riches, because I'm gonna stick to this. And I know that you will lead the way to a better day. It makes sense to me. Spiritual sense, financial sense, spelled differently. Let's talk about this too. They talk about, oh, I want to make generational wealth. That's beautiful. I could leave billions and millions of dollars. I could leave that to my babies. I could leave that to my family. I could leave that to my grands. I could leave that to theirs. But if I still have brokenness within that, incorporated within that, what wealth am I really leaving? We need to take a moment to identify what's really wealthy to us. What's really wealthy to you? People say they could buy anything they want, but they still not happy. It's not all about possessions. It's about what you possess inside. That's the prized possession, what you possess in here. So the generational wealth that I want to leave for my babies and their babies and their babies and their babies is peace, self-awareness, self-love, happiness. Be yourself, be true, be creative. Be these wonderful things, because you are a wonderful individual. Say that with me. I am a wonderful individual. I'm wonderful. Of course, there's room for growth. Of course, there is. There's always room to grow. Every day, there's another opportunity to grow. Your eyes open. So what you gonna do with it? Let's grow. Let's be better. Let's really set up this generational wealth. That's generational wealth. Let's talk about that health as wealth. So many loved ones in my life have passed on due to some type of failure within their bodies. You know what? Let's change up how we're used to seeing things. Because when you take care of yourself physically, it energizes you in a whole different way. When you take on nutrition, it energizes your mind and your body and your spirit in a whole different way. You see yourself differently. You're like, you know what? This self-care that I'm giving to myself, ooh, it feels so good. Ooh, it feels good. Let's talk about these beautiful spirits that we have. Ooh, there's so much riches in your spirit. There's a richness in your spirit. Whether it be through faith, meditation, mindfulness, there's so much richness in your spirituality. I think the Creator every day, the power of the Creator is within us. And I love that. That makes me a king. That makes you a queen. That makes you a king as well. Because the Creator is king and the Creator is a part of us. We're an extension of that. But I'm hoping that we have a connection that the Creator has allowed us to have in this moment. I want to be an example of light. I want to be an example of love. I want to be able to move certain ways where I don't even have to say nothing sometimes, and it inspires somebody. I want to be able to walk into certain rooms. I want to be able to walk away from certain things. And that's going to lead me into talking about emotional richness. Ooh, emotional richness. What? Let's talk about it. So when you're rich emotionally, you value yourself a little differently. You look at yourself differently. You see yourself differently. You feel differently. The things that would bother me don't bother me as much. The people that would bother me don't bother me as much. The things they say, I don't hear them the same way. You know why? That's emotional intelligence. That's emotional growth. That's emotions that I don't have to prove to nobody. That's that walk away emotion. That's beautiful emotion. The emotion and ability to walk away is tremendous. That's love. That's love of self. It runs right off of you. Say this with me. I am not broken. I am not broken. I am not broken. Oh, what a blessing. Oh, thank you, Creator. Thank you for allowing me to walk into my richness. That vault is waiting to be opened. There's so much in store. There's so much waiting for you right now in this moment. So many of us neglect it, which doesn't allow us to see our true richness, our true wealth, and true worthiness, and true value. All of that is right here inside of you. And Creator willing, you will discover that. You will find it. And I believe once you do that, you'll align that with your purpose. You'll align that with your passion. And everything else will fall in place in your life. And at that moment, at that very moment, you'll say, I'm rich. All right, y'all, that's my message for tonight. All the possessions in the world don't matter. What you possess right here is what matters the most. If you like something that I said tonight, hit that like button. If you want to be a part of the family, and please be a part of the family, it's all light and love. Hit that subscribe button and leave a comment that says, I'm ready. I'm ready to be rich right here. I can't wait to see y'all next Tuesday night, y'all. That's love.
This time I'm loving on me. I'm just loving on me. It got me feeling so free. It's mirror time and I'm loving on me. This time I'm loving on me. I'm just loving on me. That's right. It got me feeling so free.